invasion of the beaches of Normandy was one of the deadliest days in history, with the Americans losing approximately 2,500 men, while the Germans lost about 9,000. The invasion would be marked as the largest amphibious landing ever in military history and in the Second World War. The Germans dug their feet in their defensive positions, including concrete bunkers and trenches, with machine guns that mowed down hundreds of Americans as they were storming the beaches. Throughout the day, the Americans would eventually reach the German lines and overpower them, placing the beaches securely in the Allied hands and marking the start of the liberation of France.
With the introduction of the U.S. into World War II, hundreds of thousands of young men are awaiting their deployment. Those would include the Elher brothers, Ronald and Walter, eager to kill the Nazi forces. The Elher brothers were a pair of American brothers who were deployed to the beaches of Normandy June 6, 1944, in an invasion known as D-Day. While on the European front, the Franz brothers have been drafted to fight for Führer and Fatherland. Simultaneously, the pair of German brothers were deployed to their respective posts to defend the key strategic city of Normandy from an Allied nautical invasion. With the Franz brothers being deployed to separate posts, neither of them knew how the other was holding up. And it was only after fighting that the eldest brother would be captured and forced to watch his little brother, whom he had spent his entire childhood with, be ruthlessly slaughtered in front of him. As the soldiers approached the beachfront in their landing craft vehicle personnel, or Higgins boat, they were constantly being bombarded by German artillery fire. The brothers would go on to storm the beach and reach one of the many checkpoints where they were relatively protected from rifle fire via the terrain. As the brothers advanced up the beach further into enemy fire, Ronald reaches one of the checkpoints and looks back. Walter followed, where he had died in the advancements up the beach. Ronald will later go on to write a memoir of his experience on the beach and his service as a whole. These deaths, like so many others, would go relatively unnoticed by anyone besides the family of the dead.
Dreaming we were snow. I'm sorry, don't leave me. I need you here with me now. Don't say that our love is gone.
So, Miss Elliott, what's your opinion about your son being in the war?
My son was never supposed to be in that war. He should be in college right now. His brother and I miss him so much.
That's really sad. I'm sorry to hear about that. Would he be in college right now? Right? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, that's okay. We need to stop this. Some historians argue the effectiveness of the nautical invasion, but no one seems to take the time to remember the individual soldiers who fought and died for what they believed to be right.